Hello there ladies and Jug Spoons, welcome to What's in the Botics. My name is Carl and today we're going to be looking at the DCL, the game for PlayStation 4, Drone Champions League. So this is the standard DualShock 4 controller for the PlayStation 4. This is the controller you use to play the DCL game, and as you can see these aren't the best sticks to use because we as drone pilots use transmitters which have longer sticks with more, resolution in the movement of the sticks and whatnot. And yeah, these just aren't the best ideal sticks to be using for drone race. So I've seen some clever people on there have cleverly managed to connect their Tyrannuses to either the PlayStation or the DualShock 4 controller. I've got a DX8, I don't think there's any way I can do that, so this is my plan. As you can see, we're going to have the DualShock 4 there, or a different controller, what I actually have been using. And yeah, we're basically just going to hook the sticks up to 4 separate servos. So we've got our aileron or roll, elevator and pitch, throttle servo, and this is going to be our raw or our yudder servo. And then basically we hook these up at 90-degree intervals so it can push or pull, push or pull, push or pull, push or pull. And yeah, then we need to, set this inside its own little box so the controller can't move around. So, for the magic of editing, that's going to happen right about now. Whee! Check that out. I know it doesn't look, too pretty, but there is my little contraption. So we've got our yaw servo, our throttle servo, elevator or pitch servo, and aileron or roll servo. And this is going to, move our sticks in the way that we need to move it. Also, this is going to hold the throttle back here, so I can use my DX8, and you don't have to set the dead band on the throttle to 50%. So the reason I've used a wired controller, the reason I have a wired controller in the first place is because this DualShock is actually broken. This stick is what it has drift on it. So basically you just be playing a game and it'll start drifting on its own. I need to pull it apart and get some isopropyl alcohol on the sensor, and hopefully that should stop it from drifting. But in the meantime, I went out and bought a cheap wired controller, and yeah, for this project also, I knew I had this project in mind. I wanted to do this, so I just went out and bought a cheap disposable controller. I don't mind, wrecking too much. So the only thing I can really do now is let's go and download the DCL game, get this thing plugged in, and see just how well I can control the drone on the game through a DX8, through a receiver, through these servos, and then into the PlayStation 4. Let's go! Okay guys, so we finally got the DCL game installed. It's a setup. I've done a couple of races, so I've unlocked a couple of tracks. So first off, we're going to try it with just a general controller, and then we'll stick it inside the little servo box, and then we'll see what it's like to play with the DX8. There we go. Here we go. So throttle down. It feels so weird with these tiny little stubby things. I think my first impression wasn't that great because it's weird getting used to the controls with a PS4 controller when you've been used to a transmitter sticks for so long. But it's fun to play around with. Dive some of these stacks. Oh yeah. Sit down, get comfy. Where's one of those trains? There's trains going around there that you can mess around with. Our camera angle's a little bit low, so we'll put that up. Nice! Let's dive down this cracker. Yeah! There's the train. Let's go and bother the train. One of them's got a hole, well not a hole, but one of the doors is open on the container boxes so you can fly through it. Where's the train going? Hopefully they do update the noise as well because, the throttle audio, because the throttle's sort of 20%, 50% and then 100%, so I don't know about you guys, but I like to hear my revs of my, your props. It sort of gives you an inkling of what part your throttle is, or how much, power your motors are actually giving out. Oh, I crashed! The soundtrack on this game is pretty cool. There's some dope tracks on it. I haven't been able to go around the tracks that fast at the moment. I'm not that good. I'm used to big drone rigs. I'm not really a mini quad person. Yeah. Oh, I think I could get into freestyle now. Power loop. Let's go into one of these houses. There was a window in one of these houses. Yeah. Oh, I'm in. Right, let's put it on the deck, and right, we'll pull our camera angle down just a little bit because we're going slow in these houses. Yeah, look at that. There's holes in here. So can we power loop? Oh, it went too early. Oh no, they're windows. They're not holes. That's a hole. This is so strange. The throttle's always trying to go obviously at 50% because the controller's got a spring-loaded thing on it. So it's really strange when you're used to just holding a transmitter and the throttle stays where you left it instead of jumping to 50%. But never mind, we're going to put it in a box with servos in a second, and that should help my problem. No. I think we'll do that now. Nice. Okay guys, we've got the controller attached to the DX8 via the Spectrum receiver. Now what we've got to do is throttle down and then we can go for a fly. Yes! It's working! Oh, it's not as sensitive as it should be. But it works. I'm sure I can fine tune it. Yes! I need to make big movements. Yes, that's better. It wasn't on the stick properly. Nice. Yes. Nice. Oh. Alright, let's go exploring one of the houses, see if we can control it. There's the train! Oh, this needs some fine tuning. But it works. The proof of concept works. I think maybe if we make the box 3D printed instead of out of cardboard, because the cardboard's flexing a little bit, and the connections to the sticks 3D printed as well, because there's a little bit of slop in them, and use a proper DualShock 4 controller, because this cheap £15 controller which I bought from Game, it's a little bit, you know, the sticks aren't the best, hasn't got the best resolution. You see that? It's sort of really blocky movements. It's not tracking the actual stick as it should be. I can't fly a drone.
Hey guys, really appreciate you joining us here at RC Robotics today. If you like this content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's just there in the left hand corner. And if you'd like to see any more of my videos, I'll pop one video down in the left corner and one video in the right corner. Thank you very much for joining us, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.